Hello, good morning. Good morning. It is Thursday. It's Thursday, 7:09. 7:09, February 12th. Yesterday, I came on here talking all my business. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not telling people this shit. You know, spell work is spell work, So I don't know. I don't even know why I started talking about fucking what had happened 20 years ago. This was 20 years ago. And I'm just like, oh my, and I never talked about it. It was just the worst time of my life. Why are you gonna talk about the worst time of your life? I don't talk about it. I act like that shit didn't happen. I act like, where the kids come from. They just came, just had them. No, it's just the worst time. I never talk about it. But I found on YouTube to talk about it. I was like, they must have done some kind of fucking spell work because he's in my energy. And I feel it in my energy. So I'm like, I don't know if you think they could think. They could think that you love the person. It's like, nah, there's no love there. I don't love the person. And then it's like, you end up talking about there's no good memories. There's nothing good. Nothing good ever happened. It's like everything was just bad. So it's like we could just have different perspectives of things. But spell work works. That's the thing. Spell work works. People do spell work and they want certain outcomes. They want things to happen. If you're not in tune with yourself, if you're not cleansing, cleanse yourself. Cleanse. I encourage people to cleanse. Take care of yourself. Take care of your spirit. My spray, this is cord cutting. It's cord cutting. Cuts the cords of attachment. It breaks hexes, curses. It does all that. I use the black salt. It's for protection also. It's on my window. It's everywhere. And that is for protection. It's spiritual, I pray to God. What can overcome the devil? God can overcome the devil. Your prayers overcome the devil. You don't have to do what these people do. Black magic is a curse. You curse yourself. You curse your life. You curse your future. You curse your children. You curse the people that you love the most. Are cursed, Black magic is allowed. It is allowed, But black magic is allowed when it's done with a purpose, and you cannot harm innocent people. You can attack people that's evil, wicked, and cruel. You can attack a rapist, a murderer, a thief. You can attack them. Why? Why is it okay to attack them? Because they're a rapist, a murderer, and a thief. They are a criminal. It's okay to attack a criminal. But criminals, what they do is they want to attack the innocent people. That's why their life falls to shit, because they're not supposed to do that. They are hurting themselves. Nothing happens to us. They end up hurting themselves, whatever, we keep moving forward. We get stronger. When they attack, we get stronger. We cleanse. We move forward. I'm not gonna do things that they do, and I will never go backwards. It's like, no, like I would never 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 go backwards. Never. It's like, oh hell no. But I don't know. They're trying to do something. I don't know what they're trying to do. It's like, you can't even talk to me. No, I'm gonna hurt your feelings. I'm gonna make you mad, and you're gonna get upset. So it's like, why even try to talk to me? But whatever, try to talk to a person that you hurt and that you betrayed and that you did the most to, and then think that they're gonna feel any kind of way. Like, there's no love there. There's no love there. It's like, what I would look forward to is like death. Death is something for me to look forward to. Them dying, dropping dead, something bad happening to them. Like that would make me extremely happy. That would make me extremely happy. But They're playing in magic. Whatever work they did is gonna backfire, is gonna stick to them, is gonna go back to them. I don't know what they did, but it's gonna backfire onto them. Can you see what I do the return ascenders. I do return ascenders. Return ascenders returns energy back. These are the ones that I did previously. They didn't go out. So I just added some cotton in there. These went out. They went out okay. There's no residue, but these have residue. So I'm like, let me enforce it. Let me make it go out. For you to have a return asunder, is just writing in there return to sender. That's all it takes, is to carve in it 3 words. RETURN, that's the first word, return. The second word is to, and the TO, and the third word is sender, SENDER. And I used to be embarrassed of the past. It was like embarrassed, like, how can this shit just happen to me? And I was embarrassed to ever talk. I never told nobody what the fuck had happened in the hospital, or what the fuck had happened. I never talked about that. I was embarrassed, like, how the fuck this shit happened to me? To me? I was like, but that's black magic. When someone takes over another person's mind, they do things, But it's like, you're still supposed to be strong enough and overcome it. When you're a fucking idiot, yeah, you're not. That's why the black magic works, because you're a fucking idiot. And it's like, I can't be with a stupid person. I can't, because it's like, you dumb enough to fall for the shit. You don't realize what's going on, and they just ruining your life. Ruining your life. And I'm like, you know what? It's not my problem. Return to sender. That's all I did. Right? I carved in it. Return asunder. You carve in it. You write. Return asunder. What do you want your candle to be? I want it to be a return asunder. I want it to return this energy back to whoever put it out there. It's just going to be bad for whoever's doing the negative work. That's all. I wish them well in life. I wish them well in whatever they're doing and all of their future endeavors. I don't wish harm on anyone. But whoever's doing negative work against me, they could keep that energy. All that energy they put out to hurt me, they could keep it. You could have it. I don't want that energy. And that's all a return asunder does. It just returns energy. No one is targeting a person. There's no names in here. It's just returning energy. And that's it. You do a return asunder, and then you see how other people's life starts to fall apart. And that's how you know who did the work against you, because they're going through all these things. Sickness is a sign of doing negative work. For me, other people, you get sick, and it's not spell work. But for me, sickness is spell work. Backfired spell work that didn't work. You try to do something to somebody, and then it backfired, and now you're sick. Now you have on medication for the rest of your life. Now you have an incurable disease. I'm just like, you fucking did something, but they'll never admit it. And it's just like, you gotta keep moving forward, cleanse, protect yourself. Everyone's gonna lie, and it's just like, you know what? It's not my problem. Lead with love, stay positive, vibe high, and take care of yourself. Cleanse. Lead with love. Bye.